What we'd like, Jim, is an honest, open-minded investigation into the death of our daughter.
And to listen to medical experts. We have Dr. Michael Baden, and who has done autopsies on Michael Jackson, JFK, and he can provide expert evidence, and has, and they refuse to look at it. And I don't understand why they will not listen and delve further. Do you know, we still don't even know the contents of my daughter's stomach? So, you know, a common response of police is always, you watch too much CSI.
And, you know, the ME said that to us, and I told them, you don't watch enough. They're just fumbling at that level. And the police, I'm going to repeat, highly competent and capable. They deal with a lot of death in Baltimore, sadly, tragically. They can solve this case. They're
Annie's good people.
Annie's killer came from one of a few very small pools of people. It can be solved. They claim to have done an investigation of thousands of hours. That's hogwash. How can you claim to have conducted a vigorous investigation into the death of a teenage girl when 5 months after the investigation, you still haven't got a photograph of her? How can you say you did an aggressive, massive investigation into this girl's death when the lead detective has to learn from us that she had alcohol on her system? We learned it from local Baltimore news by watching the news. Baltimore news reporters were more up to speed on Annie's investigation than the lead investigator for the Baltimore City Police Department.
And how heart-wrenching is it to get a phone call from the lead detective and say, can I have a picture of your dear daughter? And they told us at our first press conference that we had that they were going to get cadets to pass out flyers. They never did that. They lied just to squish us and not to make a noise, so they could make it go away and have less homicides on their books. Annie's death is ruled undetermined. Death by lidocaine toxicity in her system. Annie had, we learned from the medical examiner, blunt force trauma to her head.
Both sides of her head, too. Her forehead. One huge goose bump here and one deep abrasion here. How do you get that through suicide? You can get a bump on one side of your forehead by falling. You can't get a bump on both, or a bump on one side and a abrasion on the other. He acknowledged those words. He said, yes, she did suffer from blunt force trauma to both sides of her head. Mary Jane got right in his grill work and said, well, why didn't you say that in the autopsy report? He said, I did, I just didn't use those words.